I want you to go home and tell your mistress that I'm going to be there soon. And don't you go fooling around the wrong place in town, because I'll find you later on and you're going to pay. Salvete homines. My name is Marcos Lorius Tiburtinus, and I'm a citizen of Pompeii. I know you say Pompeii. You've heard of my town, right? Yeah, some people don't like it. It's dirty, it's smelly. Some people say it's called Sin City. But that's just the rumors. We got a lot of sailors coming here looking for good times, and they like to spread the rumors. We have a decent town here. Everybody's a decent people. You can make a good living here. This is a commercial town. Hey, if you're looking for high-class living, don't come to Pompeii. If you want to be one of those people who are into literature and poetry readings and stuff like that, go to Roma. That's where you'll find that stuff. Down here, we're just the down-home, nice people who enjoy life, who like to have a pleasant surroundings, and yes, we like to make money. Just to look at me, you can tell I'm a rich man. I got the royal purple on here, a royal tunic, and nice royal purple trim on my toga. People see me coming down the street, they say, hey, here comes a rich man. We better move aside, you know, because to get out of his way, we're going to be in trouble. I'd like to invite you to come to Pompeii. Maybe you've heard about it, you heard the wrong stuff. So if you come here, you can find out just what's going on for sure. Yes, you can stay in my house. I got a big house. It takes up a whole city block. Hey, it's not in this part of town. I'm sorry you caught me here. That's the Herculaneum gate back there. And it's the worst part of town there is. It's a little smelly here, but I had some business here, and you just happened to catch me at this time. I was here with my slave, Idiotes. I would suggest you come like maybe tomorrow morning, come first thing in the morning, okay? Come to Pompeii early for salutatio. Then you're going to see how nice a reception you get at my house. You'll meet my other friends who come there. And you know, we can treat you nice. Right now, if we try to go to my house at midday like this, it won't be so good of a trip. And besides, they're not expecting the company right now too. Well, if you want to come in town, you know, you could come in different gates. We got 8 different gates. It depends on where you're coming from. You're coming from the sea. Okay, then you want to come to Porta Marina. You're going to have to come up a big long hill to get up to the Forum. And on the right side, you're going to see the first big temple, the temple to Venus. Venus is a very special goddess to us, okay? The sailors like to pray to Venus. Go a little bit farther. On the left side, you're going to see a temple to Apollo. Apollo is a nice god. He's the god of music and literature and sports and athletics. Of course, he's the god of the sun and all this stuff. And you can pray to him if you like. Just go on through the Forum, though. And then you go past the Forum, look for the street of abundance, they call it, the Via Abundantiae, okay? The street of rich people. I got to warn you, in the Forum, there's going to be a lot of people distracting you. It's going to be early in the morning, but that's all right. They're still going to try to get your attention. People are making money in this town. Remember that. I told you that. This is a merchandise town. We like to make some money. So people are going to come up to you and they're going to say, hey, you're looking for good times, you know, trying to get you to the wrong part of town. Or they might say, hey, you want to buy a sundial? And they got all the sundials into their tunic and toga there. People are trying to make money to lure you to one place or the other. They'll try to rob you, get you to go on some side street and steal your stuff, okay? Ignore all those people. Go right down to the Via Abundantiae and just start walking toward my house. If you get all the way to the old amphitheater in town, you've gone too far. Time to turn around and come back. You're not coming into the Porta Marina, you say? Well, you got other gates. You could come into the gate of Herculaneum behind me. If you're coming down from Mount Vesuvius, that's another gate. Maybe you're coming from Capua. You've been over where they train the gladiators, coming that way. Or from the river Sarno, from Nola, Nuceria. I say Nuceria, I hope you're not from Nuceria. We don't get along with those people over there. We had a big riot a long time ago, and a bunch of them got killed in our town. But, you know, maybe you were visiting, and now you're coming here. If you're coming to the gate of Stabia, I got to warn you. Okay, that's close to my house. And you might think that's the shortest route to come into the gate of Stabia. Don't do it, because outside that gate are all of the tombs of dead people. And it's very spooky. If you come to my house during the salutatio, you're going to be there before the sun is up, okay, before prima hora. and it's going to be dark. And you come by these tombs where dead people are buried. Not only is it spooky to be there, the lemures might be haunting around. That's the ghosts of the dead people. Also, you're going to see beggars there. And these beggars are going to try and scare you, or they might try and rob you also. Why do beggars hang around the tombs? Well, it's a logical reason, because the people in Pompeii, we worship the dead, okay? We do honor to the dead people. And if you have a dead person buried out there, you go to their tomb and you put food there for the dead people. Some wine, maybe some panem, different kind of food for the dead people. And it doesn't take long for these beggars to figure out, you know, when these people are coming to leave the wine and the bread, and then they steal that stuff. So if you're coming that way, they might think you're coming with a new load of food for them, and they'll steal it from you. So don't come in that gate. Come in one of the other gates. And just come down the street. You'll know my house. Don't you know how to recognize a rich man's house? Just look at all of the people standing out in front. You're going to see a big crowd. It's going to be like 20, 30 people standing out there during a salutatio. If you're important like I am, everybody comes to your house in the morning. Salutatio is a very special time. You come to say salve to me. You're going to be your patronus. Patronus is the rich man who takes care of his clientes. And you'll see all my clientes out there, poor people, people who need stuff from me, who need the favors from me. Maybe they want some money from me. You know, all of these, they got needs. I need them too. So I do nice stuff for them. And in return, if I'm ever in trouble, if I ever get taken to court before the prefects, you know, someone's going to sue me, all of my friends will come to my side of the courtroom, and they're going to swear that whatever the charge is, I'm innocent. And what do you think the judge looks at if you see someone in the court? The judge doesn't look at what are the facts of the case, okay? The judge looks out there, who's got the most people on their side of the courtroom, okay? And if he sees me, a rich man with about 100 people there, and he sees some poor guy over there with 2 or 3 friends with him, who's going to win the case? I'm going to win the case, okay? Because he knows where his bread gets the honey, okay? The honey comes from the rich people. And if the prefect wants to guarantee his job, he's going to do good stuff for me, okay? So that's the cliente.